lost control. These nights keep on taking tolls. I need on my own.
Hello everyone, this is Sapphire. We're back with My Hero Academia, Season 5, Episode 93, Operation New Improv Move. So we're in the battle of the Class 1A versus Class 1B with Shinzo, who's going to be on two different teams. And it's pretty much just, teams. It's like another nice little, training practice battle. So that's pretty much what I'm going to skip the intro. And because I want to jump right into it, so.
Explain what you learned and would do differently.
Well, if I'm not brawling with my enemies, then my quirk ends up kind of useless. If that had been real, Shiozaki would have just murdered me before I ever hit the ground.
I need to be able to give more detailed instructions to the bugs I call.
And I pretty much killed it, thinking I probably made some new fans.
We lost Koda and Kirishima quick. It was a blow to our team's morale. I wish we could have won without losing anybody, but we were sloppy out there.
The binding cloth. I couldn't even use a tenth of what I'd learned from you. It's so frustrating. There's a reason that they call it training. The scarf is hard to use. It took me 6 years to master. Move on.
6 years?
This feeling.
To learn his own cloth. Oh my goodness, 6 years, jeez.
Kirishima, you should focus on forcing your opponent into a head-on fight.
Yes, sir.
Koda, it's exactly as you said. Increase the accuracy with which you control animals. Don't rush. Think about your enemy's weaknesses. Kaminari, you weren't serious at the start. Are you only strong if
You
your
weren't
team's
serious
in
at the
trouble?
start.
No.
Asui, focus on how to recover from a mistake instead of the mistake itself.
Yes, sir.
Even though he won, he's still painfully aware of his inexperience. Yet instead of getting dismayed, he's replaying the match in his head to find ways to improve his performance, so that he dominates the next match.
Ma'am, these are children.
Invigorating.
Contain yourself.
Shinzo, buddy, let's come up with a plan to make Class A cry like toddlers. Something that'll really ruin their lives.
He's just talking to himself. We should start coming up with a plan too. Let's brainstorm some ideas about how we can best.
It's just nice to have Midori because he's in there taking notes every goddamn body.
We should strategize as well.
He's always taking notes on
He's a
people.
strong focal point.
I am? What about us?
Bakugo, let's get on the same page.
The page is, stay out of my way!
Of course.
Yeah, you're not gonna work with Bakugo.
Be up against Shinzo in the fifth match.
Everyone's been working to develop their quirks and perfect their ultimate moves.
So they almost done with their first year. Oh,
Midoriya,
course.
too, has
And this is
become
what,
better at
season
using
5?
one for
Jesus.
all. He
High
learned
school is only
shoot
3
style
years in Japan, right?
and Air Force.
So that
Most got
means
provisional licenses.
second half of the season they'll be going in their
A few even
second
fought against
year.
the Shie Saikai and bounced back.
What did you think of Shinzo?
He's great. And he has guts. It's telling that the first emotion he felt after the match was frustration.
This is a test for him. A good showing and he could end up transferred. I'd wager he's eager to show off in his next match. Well, Vlad.
So what class he gonna get transferred to if he does good? Like, I hope it's 1A.
It's easy to see. I want to be my own hero. Which is why I'm dying to try my hand against you today.
I accept, gladly. With all of my heart.
Hey, Tokoyami. If you think about it, we're basically the same type, too.
If you say so.
Yeah, what's his quirk?
Shihai Kurohiro. Your quirk lets you merge with darkness and move freely within it.
Oh, so if he uses Dark Shadow,
destiny. We are brothers in the shadows.
he can merge with Dark Shadow. Okay.
You have also
So
stared
that's
into the
interesting.
abyss.
Long live eternal darkness, friend.
They pretty much know what our quirks are by now, but we've been improving on them and developing new moves, so they have to be ready for anything. That's why first, they'll try for some recon.
That's why they do Dark Shadow, yeah.
Opponents. They're located near the chimneys.
Quickly then!
Why are you just standing around?
Oh, he disappeared in the shadow like nothing.
The abyss.
Class B's Shihai Kurohiro.
Dark.
Quirk, dark. He can melt into shadows immediately, and by developing his quirk, he's become able to move through the darkness. But it has to be something stationary in order for him to zip around.
Oh, as we say, so it can't be something. Okay, but what's Dark Shadow was moving, so he was stationary.
You and I share a hallowed destiny of darkness.
I see.
Natural
Ooh, that's
diamonds,
diamond
not
boy.
that synthetic stuff. I could easily get 300 mil for.
Well, guess what?
Thanks. I'll take these.
Oh crap, Hawks!
Oh crap, Hawk.
Come on,
What you
Steve,
say
why
when you
you
get?
so slow? There's a fight at a bar in Cantina, so I'm flying there next. You head back. Deal with all the paperwork, yeah?
Wow.
Tsukuyomi! Let's take this guy in. It's our job as sidekicks.
Only because Hawks is too fast.
You gotta admit, though, it is an efficient system.
Get worse while I wait for you guys, just so you get practice.
Then, why'd you ask me to intern with you in the first place?
We're birds of a feather.
What birds of a feather, really, sir?
Is that a joke?
Nope, I'm 20% serious. Half of the reason was because I wanted to talk to someone from Class 1A. I'm interested in those thugs from the League of Villains who attacked you. Now then, why don't we start with how the first attack went down, at the USJ?
As I told him about the details of our encounter, my frustration started to simmer. I'm not a messenger pigeon.
Tokuyami, you got a sec?
What intel do you want now?
Let's take this to the sky.
Hawks! It's like we're one with the wind.
Is this your first time flying? But that last 30? Well, to be frank, it's because I thought you were wasting your true potential. Look around. It's amazing. Nothing beats a bird's eye view.
I'm wasting my potential?
It's good to put effort into beefing up your short-range combat weaknesses. But you shouldn't forget about what you're good at. Use your quirk to move more freely. I'm not interested in training the next generation or anything, but I couldn't pass this up. Those of us who can fly should fly.
Ooh.
Probably think the one I'm after is my supposed rival, Fumikage Tokoyami. But that's not true. I'm the scheming hero, Vanta Dark. And misdirection is the key to my
Dark.
design.
That's the best name you come up with, sir?
Trickery. How despicable he is. Wretched soul. Repent at once.
Got speed on my side, and poor Dark Shadow's tethered to his host on the ground, which means they can't possibly catch up to me. There's no way.
Did you think I was slow?
Oh.
Dark Shadow! Dark Fallen Angel!
Wait, he can fly? Look at Tokuyami go!
But how's that possible? The principle behind it is so simple. Dark Shadow is always floating, so he can hold on to Tokoyami and carry him through the air. And by covering himself with a cape, Tokoyami can block the light that weakens his quirk in order to achieve a continuously high output. Plus, with that hold, Tokoyami's hands remain free to do whatever he needs. It's such a brilliant move, you guys!
You're everybody!
Okay. Okay. Alright, so this like the first few episodes gonna be these class battles, which is very interesting. I don't know why I got that. But that was interesting with Lord, I can't speak. With them, that was very interesting. So you have pretty much majority of his of his internship was them just chasing Hawks because Hawks can easily do it. He just uses his sidekicks to clean up, to pretty much do the rest of the work, the paperwork and everything else, because with his wings he's fast, and then of course his feathers can easily do stuff, you know, like a third hand. And so he did learn something from Tokiyama, even though he didn't learn much. And then, but of the character that go in your shadow, oh yeah, I was like, when they mentioned that you can go into shadow, I'm like, oh yeah, he's gonna go into dark shadow. So that's definitely interesting. But that'll be, hold on. But that'd be cool if they could team up, like in a case where Dark Shadow kind of goes out of control, he could like jump into it and control it. I mean, I'm just saying that'd be a good team up. That'd be a good team up. Anyway, so that is all for My Hero Academia. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time for the next episode of My Hero.